Harvard University announced on Monday that it has filed suit to halt a federal freeze on more than $2.2 billion in grants after the institution said it would defy the Trump administration's demands to limit activism on campus. In a letter to Harvard earlier this month, the Trump administration had called for broad government and leadership reforms at the university as well as changes to admissions policies. It also demanded that the university audit views of diversity on campus and stop recognizing some student clubs. Harvard President Alan Garber said the university would not bend to the government's demands. Hours later, the government froze billions of dollars in federal funding. The government has not and cannot identify any rational connection between anti-Semitism concerns and the medical, scientific, technological, and other research it has frozen that aims to save American lives, foster American success, preserve American security, and maintain America's position as a global leader in innovation, the university wrote in its lawsuit filed in Boston federal court. It added, nor the government acknowledged the significant consequences that the indefinite freeze of billions of dollars in federal research funding will have on Harvard's research programs, the beneficiaries of that research, and the national interest in furthering American innovation and progress. The Trump administration did not immediately respond to an email from the AP requesting comment. In its letter dated April 11th, the administration told Harvard to impose tougher discipline on protesters and to screen international students for those who are hostile to the American values. It also called for broad leadership reforms at the university, changes to admission policies, and the removal of college recognition for some student clubs. The government also demanded Harvard audit its faculty and student body to ensure wide viewpoints in every department and, if necessary, diversify by admitting additional students and hiring new faculty. Last Monday, Harvard said it would not comply, citing the First Amendment. The following day, Trump took to his Truth Social platform, questioning whether the university should lose its tax-exempt status if it keeps pushing political, ideological, and terrorist-inspired supporting sickness. The Trump administration also threatened to block the university from enrolling international students. The university frames the government's demands as a threat not only to the Ivy League school but to the autonomy that the Supreme Court has long granted American universities. For the Trump administration, Harvard presents the first major hurdle in its attempt to force change at university that Republicans say have become hotbeds of liberalism and anti-Semitism. The conflict is straining the long-standing relationship between the federal government and universities that use federal money to fuel scientific breakthroughs. Long seen as a benefit to the greater good, the money has become an easy source of leverage for the Trump administration. Garber wrote on Monday to the Harvard community, "Today we stand for the values that have made American higher education a beacon for the world. We stand for the truth that colleges and universities across the country can embrace and honor their legal obligations and best fulfill their essential role in society without improper government intrusion. That is how we achieve academic excellence, safeguard open inquiry and freedom of speech, and conduct pioneering research, and how we advance the boundless exploration that propels our nation and its people into a better future."